Following on from the 4 lots to break the million guineas mark on day 2 of the Tattersalls December Mare sale, day 3 saw an additional private purchase of dual Group 1 winner Odalise, who was sold for £1 million guineas. The Falco filly, consigned by Jamie Relton, was secured by Kern Thoroughbreds Lincoln Collins on behalf of Ryco and Michael Baum's Manor War Farm in Kentucky. The Fittock stud draft continued to be popular at the 3rd session, with lot 2247 Farrandine, another offering from the Excels of the late Sarah J. Lee, topping the day's trade when selling for 190,000 guineas back to Fittock stud. The filly by Rock of Gibraltar is from the family of Group 1 winners Barathea and Gossamer and was sold by Sarah Kamani's Fittock stud on behalf of a family they know well.
We go back a long way with Gerald Lee, who's a friend and a breeder, and it's all been well documented, his success story with breeding. Farrandine is a filly we bred at the stud, we've raised her, we know all about her. And Luke has been very pleased with the way she's trained, and she won her race at Newmarket very, very well. I have to say it was a slightly last-minute decision on his behalf, but he obviously had it planned and decided to go for her, so we've got her.
190,000 guineas was also the price paid by Dick O'Gorman for listed Lingfield Oaks Trial winner Toujours l'Amour, who was bought for Deerfield Stud, the Breeders of Derby winner Motivator. The authorised filly is out of listed winner High Heel Sneakers and was bred and consigned by Chris Wright's Stratford Place stud. The Stratford Place stud draft registered another 6-figure sale just a few lots earlier, when fellow listed winner Comeback Queen sold to Kingwood Stud for 185,000 guineas. The striking grey mare is the dam of 2 winners and is in foal to Juddmont's champion 3-year-old miler, Kingman. It was Anthony Stroud of Stroud Coleman Bloodstock who came out on top to see off competition late in the session for Dusky Queen from the draft of Richard Fahey's Musleybank stables. The Shamadal filly, who won a listed race at Chester and was rated 102 at her peak, sold to the agent alongside Trevor Stewart of Ballyhimkin Stud for 180,000 guineas. Salamat, the half-sister to Oaks winner Qualify, who sold for 1.6 million guineas yesterday, was knocked down to Rabba Bloodstock for 170,000 guineas. The mare by Duke of Marmalade is in foal to Sydney's Candy, and in addition to Qualify, counts upon Blue Hen mare Eva Luna amongst her illustrious relatives. She was sold by Fred and Sarah Seitz, Brookdale Farm in Kentucky.
Well, we bought her from France last year and brought her home with the intentions of breeding foals out of her for our broodmare band. We knew who Qualify was, but we didn't think she was going to win the Oaks, so brought her back to Kentucky, bred her to a horse that we like. When she ended up winning that race, a month or so later, we started thinking this mare needs to probably go back to Europe to be sold there. So when we saw that Qualify was entered, we knew that we made the right move because we could be in the same sale as her sister.
She's been very classy and she's got a great mind about her. She goes out every morning and just kind of puts her head down and walks and has taken everything in stride very well.
Rabba Bloodstock struck again a few lots later, adding to their haul of 20 for the day, when Saeed Manana, accompanied by trainer James Tate, went to 160,000 guineas for Coral Garden. The filly by Halling was part of the highly sought-after Juddmont draft and is an own sister to champion 3-year-old stayer Coastal Path. She is set to visit new Darley Stallion Knight of Thunder, who raced in Saeed Manana's colours when winning the 2,000 guineas. Another star of the Juddmont draft was lot 2298, the US-bred Front in Line, who is a half-sister to Group 3 winner Dance Dress. The daughter of Warfront was secured by Cormac McCormack for 165,000 guineas and is set to visit new Coolmore resident stallion and dual guineas winner Glen Eagles. The money continued to pour in for the Juddmont horses, with lot 2307 Raynette also breaking the 150,000 mark when selling to Blandford Bloodstock for 155,000 guineas. The Dancily filly is out of Prix de la Forêt winner Etoile Montant and is a half-sister to US Grade 2 winner Starformer. As always, the Juddmont Farm draft of regally bred fillies and mares was highly sought after, with a total of 30 lots selling for 1.55 million guineas.